With us, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors. He's on his way to the ring. Boy, he looks confident. We've seen it many times with him through the years, but tonight he's bubbling with confidence. George Foreman's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Giant. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Big George Foreman.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Well, they're scheduled to go to full 12 here tonight. Round one now underway. Teddy, obviously we have a matchup that the fans love, power puncher versus power puncher, but if you're one of the two trainers, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about defense. If I can be a little bit better on defense, my power's not going away. I'm still going to be okay in that area.
Committing to the combo now, both land. A headshot blocked. Oh! George Foreman's banged up by a left hand. This is great action right from the start. What an opening round between these two. How about a return to sender with the left hand? He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. He's always done a good job of keeping his opponent off of him, yet setting up his own offense. I'm assuming we will see a lot of the jab out of him tonight.
Yeah, well, assume that he's going to fight a fight like his opponent has BO, body odor. You know, and he just wants to stay away from him, and he's going to use that jab as a fan. Well, not a fan, but sort of a measuring stick, a separation stick.
There are different kinds of power punchers, Teddy. Some are sharp and accurate. Some are thudding and impactful. Where does George Foreman lie on that scale?
A bludgeoning kite puncher, a guy that you have a headache for about a week. He hits you with such thudding punches that it starts to just break you down as time goes on. But either way, he intimidates you with the force of the punch, with the effect of the punch, and the knowledge that he's in front of you with that ability.
Foreman dismisses that with a block. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Good block by the Giant. A barrage of punches now. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Now he's trying to create an opportunity here as he backs him up against the ropes. Throws a counter punch there. After catching one by George Foreman. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Blocks away that headshot. It's been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fight is over here, and the basketball players, for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. A barrage of punches that time. Good combination.
Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want one at a time. You want 3 or 4.
Foreman dismisses that with a block. End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
About it. Get in your rhythm, okay? I want to see more jabs. I want to see more jabs. But you have to keep your distance. Stay.
And round number 3 is underway. Able to dismiss it. Nice block by the Giant. Both men trading hooks. George Foreman blocks that punch. Able to cover up that gut. Able to get rid of that one. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. You think back to George Foreman and his early days, and I think One of the visions that most fans remember is holding that tiny little American flag in the Mexico City Olympic Games in 1968 after claiming gold.
You know, that's an interesting point because Foreman's not known as a guy with great personality. You know, he's a guy who's a disdainful looking guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of reminds you almost of a Sonny Liston. He tries to intimidate you. He does intimidate you with his power, with his size, but at that moment, he showed that he has personality, that it's inside him.
George Foreman's cut is near his eye. I think it's below his eye, but you can see it opening up a bit here. We'll see how much of an effect it has on this fight. Parries that punch away. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counter-punching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Here we go with the fourth round. Lands the counter. Foreman's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's got it. He gets off with a combination up top. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. One of the most famous calls in all of sports broadcasting is "down goes Frazier." Down goes Frazier. Well, there's a reason down went Frazier. It was because of the big shots of George Foreman.
That was one of the great calls, of course, by Howard Cosell. And it was not just a big shot, it was the right plan shot. See, that's where Foreman deserves a little credit for being more than just a hulking guy, a powerful guy. He picked the right punch, the uppercut, the perfect punch at that moment to land on Joe Frazier.
Halfway through round number 4. There he counters back against his opponent. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. Right on the mark, double jab. Nice block by the Giant. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. He comes back with the left hand again. Perfect example of what you get when warriors decide to act like warriors. These two have acted that way all night long.
They've acted that way, and they behaved that way, and they have been that way all their life.
Forman's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Halfway into round number 5 here. See, there's blood on his cheek. What a fight. What a great non-stop action fight this has been. Lands the counter. Able to dismiss that body shot. George Foreman's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. End of the round here. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. It's turning out to be a very good fight because it's very competitive. It's one of those fights that's really hard to score.
Yeah, it is hard to score. It's going to be up to the judges now. Hopefully, they've been watching the way they need to watch, and they're competent enough to make sure that it's not just a matter of who's throwing, but, you know, who's really landing.
Almost done. You had in that round. You're in control. Next round, let's keep busy. Keep this fight in the center of the ring, okay?
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way.
Go ahead and get out of the way. Keep your distance. Keep moving, keep moving.
He comes back with the left hand again. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Able to dismiss that body shot. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move. Hit the body.
His cheek has been split wide open. Halfway through this round here. Nice block by the Giant. Another left hand from him. Well-targeted counterpunch by the Giant. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Holy cow! George Foreman's down on the canvas. How will he recover from this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Foreman is rising up after being knocked down. Big George went down. Now he's going to continue on.
And now he has to find a way to kill that clock.
George Foreman blocks that punch. Just off the mark with that punch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. George Foreman's chosen a path here where he will not stand toe-to-toe opposite his opponent. He's using some very good movement here against him.
Yeah, he is. He's using those feet. He's using those wheels real well. But the key here is where to use them. He has to make sure that he breaks it off to the side every once in a while, not straight back. Otherwise, he'll get timed.
Halfway through the 7th round. George Foreman blocks that punch. The Giants. Oh, and there you go. The Giants in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned.
Come on, work it out.
Oh, a nice two-punch combo by the Giant. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Round comes to an end. Knockdown was scored in that round. So, Teddy, you're working the corner of the guy who was just on the floor. What are you telling him?
You're telling him that if he's been down before, you want to actually use that for a positive. I know that sounds crazy, but you say, hey, you've been here before, you've overcome it. You want to remind him that he can get back. And then the most important thing, Joe, is you tell him why he got dropped. So when he goes out there, he's not just scared going into a dark place saying, gee, it's going to happen again. He knows he has control.
Well done that time, landing the counter punch. George Foreman's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as the opponent, but first of all, in the corner, you better not send your fighter out if his eyes don't look clear. That's your responsibility, looking out for the fighter. But as the opponent out there, you look at his legs. If his legs look a little wobbly, you get right on him.
Good way to protect the midsection. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. George Foreman's just not impressing anybody here. He went down earlier, and since then, this fight hasn't been on a level playing ground.
Well, you've heard me say it many times that boxing is 75% mental, and right now the mental part is keeping him out of this fight because he can't let go of what happened earlier. He must let go and get back to offense.
Oh, parries it away. Boom, big shot upstairs. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Well, this round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. This is one of those fights, Ted. It just feels like to me where it's going to be tough to really score. I mean, it's been a close fight.
Yeah, it's a hard fight to score because you have one guy maybe a little busier, but the other guy makes up for it because he's a little heavier with those blows. So it's a matter of maybe the taste of the judges, what they prefer.
Well, he's told us all along the strategies to fight on the outside. He cannot be smothered like that. That's why you see him pushing away and shoving his man back. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Nailed by a huge uppercut. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time? Up after after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by George Foreman. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Teddy, he's wobbling all over the ring.
You know, Joe, he can't use his legs right now, so he wishes, and it's too late for it because he wasn't taught, but he wishes he was a guy who was taught how to slip right in front of a guy and make the guy miss. Then at least he could do that. Right now, his only chance is to grab because the legs are not going to be there for him.
And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing that I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. George Foreman's just so defensive now. It was earlier we saw that he was willing to engage in the fight. But since he's been knocked down, you're not seeing much offense, Teddy.
That's because he's in there with a good counterpunch. Every time he throws, something comes back. Right now in his mind, he's thinking, all I know is if I don't throw, I won't get hit. He's got to find the way. His corner has to find the way for him when he gets back to that corner to tell him you can create offense without worrying anymore.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. George Foreman's feeling the sting of that big uppercut. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by the Giant.
This is some defense.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Had his target in mind, but just missed.
You need to create more counts, okay?
The start to the 11th round. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Protecting his head well with his guard. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. able to dismiss it. Nice block by Форман. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Parries that punch away. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Keep working the jab.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
Good scoring counterpunch by the Giant. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Good way to protect the midsection. Forman's able to avoid that punch. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Here's our ring announcer with the results of what was a very, very good fight.
Tonight, the judges have reached a split decision. Your winner, the Giant.
He's your winner. He gets the nod by way of split decision.
Hey, Joe, it was a good fight. You know, I'm not complaining about that, but I'm complaining about how they came to a split decision. If I'm the commissioner, I'm calling these judges in and say, hey, you watch the fight with me and explain to me how you came up with this.
Well, we've said that many times before, Teddy. Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.